Good evening and welcome to On the Q-Tip, where we're keeping you in the know. I'm your host, Ms. Quinn. Thank you for joining us. Today, our guest will be Mrs. LaTanya Toles Johnson. She is the owner of Teeny Weeny Kids Salon right here in College Park, Georgia. So let's get to it. Hi, LaTanya. How are you today?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad you're here. So we're going to ask you a few questions about your business, about your organization, what you do, and the services that you provide, okay?
Sounds great.
So, LaTanya, first thing I want to ask, are you originally from Atlanta?
I was born in Gaston, Alabama.
Okay.
My dad was in the military, so I did grow up overseas. And I've been here in Georgia forever.
Wow, wow. A military brat, huh? Been around, been around. All right, all right. So tell us a little bit about Teeny Weeny.
Teeny Weeny Kids Salon is a concept that I had in my mind some time ago when I visited the salon, had good experiences at the salon, but I thought, I've never seen a place that just catered towards children.
Okay.
That the decor, that the menu, everything was set up to cater towards children. I had never seen that before.
Okay.
So I started visiting some places, and I saw some places that did kind of hair cutting and did some retail and a little bit of party things. So I kind of thought about doing a franchise. And when I explored doing the franchise, I thought, well, I can develop my own ideas and be able to change what doesn't work over the course of time.
Exactly.
And so that's what made me start that Teeny Weeny Kids Salon, where we specialize in hair services for children and spa treatments and parties, and just create an atmosphere where children are comfortable in, and hopefully that they have a good experience.
Well, I have to say, I love the name Teeny Weeny. I think that is so cute. How did you come up with that name?
Well, that was my nickname that my grandmother used to call me when I was little. She called me Teeny Weeny Thumbelina.
Okay, okay. So this is in honor of Granny.
That's in order, Maddie Mae Adams.
All right. So what was the vision, really? You said you saw that there was nothing that really catered to children. How long have you been in business?
This upcoming spring will be in business for 5 years.
5 years. Fantastic,
Now, since
fantastic.
that time, I've seen several children's salons, different concepts and different ideas, but I've seen several children's salons since then.
Okay. So let me ask you, what background do you have that sort of prepared you for this type of industry?
I always worked in an adult salon.
Okay.
Straight through college.
Okay.
I learned so many trades and so much training. Went to Nail Technology Academy when I was in Arizona, and also, like I said, straight through college, worked at Arlene's Looking Glass.
Okay.
I mean, she taught me so much stuff about natural hair, about hair care, and so that kind of created a love for it and also exposed me to the business portion of it.
Okay. So my next question for you, and I'm sure our viewers want to know, what made you choose College Park?
I love College Park. The historic area, to me, is one of the best places in Metro Atlanta to live. It has that city limit area. It has so many amenities that are quaint. We
Right.
we used to have Bank of America down there. It
Yes.
moved, but it was super convenient then. But
Absolutely.
now they still do have some banking down there. And East Point is in walking distance from there.
Yes,
We're
it
getting
is.
a lot of cute little restaurants down there. We have the Indigo down there. I love the concept of being able to walk to the post office, walk to the bank, walk out, to eat. And then we have some cute little petite clothing and fashion things that are popping up in the area. You can take the train to anywhere in the city, walking from historic College Park. I love that, being close to the airport. I mean, I love the area. The police patrolling there is excellent. I mean, they can be anywhere in that city limits in probably a minute and a half. So
Right.
all of those are, to me, good things that they do in the city. We have neighborhood meetings where you can come, voice your opinion, talk to your council people. I love all that about the city of College Park.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with everything you just said. So let me ask you, what are some specific services that you do at Teeny Weeny for the kids?
Okay. Most of our clients are natural, so we do a lot of natural styling, a lot of braiding, twisting, extensions, and any hair treatment as well. If you need deep conditioning treatment, trimming, all those things. We have someone that can do full service. We have someone that does both adult and children's hair, both natural and relaxed hair. And, you know, we usually, most of the braiders there can, any style that you bring in, show them a picture. Most of them can do most of any of the braiding styles that you bring in.
Okay, okay. So, the staff that you have, how many employees, how many braiders or stylists that they're called, do you have under your employ?
Okay, so we have two that can do most of the, you know, styling backward and forth, and then we everybody ranging from 4 to 6 can do any type of braiding styles.
Okay. Is there an age limit on not students, but the clientele that you bring in, the kids?
No, we don't have an age limit. We have some that are just under 2 that get the natural braiding style, and then, you know, we don't have a limit on the age as well.
Okay, okay. You said that this coming year will be your 5th year. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Do you have any upcoming events or anything that our viewers might need to know about?
Well, in 2018 is going to be a big year for us because we're going to do a relaunch of Teeny Weeny Kid Salon, where we are going to add some packages to our party menu, where we're going to hire some additional staff. So that we can extend some of our hours and also extend some of our services. And we're going to add retail in there. So
and so you mentioned party package. You said you're going to extend that. Is that something that you already have? And if so, what's sort of included in that?
We have a basic spa party packet that includes, it's for up to 8. You can always add additional to that. But that includes facials, mini manicures. They also wear robes during the service. They're served a dessert and drink. They do a craft activity, which is usually a bracelet that they can take with them. We do their makeup on the lips and eyes. They do karaoke at the end of the party. We do like a little red carpet runway where they model their
that is too cute.
Look with their glasses and the feather boas. They love all of that. You know, we get the music going so they can do their one-way walk. So that has been our most popular package right there.
I'm sure.
And we're going to add some other things because we have some of our girls that they're not that girly, but they might be good with their hands or like working with their hands.
Okay.
So we're adding a DIY packet to that. So if they don't want to do that whole thing, they can make something and invite their guests to make things with them.
So for parents working on a budget, how much would something like that cost? Is it affordable?
Our parties, they're definitely competitive with other salons as far as what the party packages that they offer, and it's a standout on the south side because there's not a lot as many as there are on the north side that offer the spa portion of it. But the price is competitive. You can do a decent party for about $275.
Okay.
And you can always add on additional amenities as grand as you like to have it. You know, we also have a party room that you can use after all of our services are complete, and there's something that's special that you want to do for your guests. If you have cake and ice cream, pizza, or anything additional that you want to do after all of our services and karaoke are complete, we have a party room that you can use for that.
Well, I tell you, it sounds like I want to plan a party for me and some of my friends with the spa package of up to 8 people. I guess the 8 of us in here, except for you, sir, we can't have any men up in that party. But go ahead.
We had a great daddy-daughter promotion going, and the dads, they really got into it. We've had parties where they've served like the tea with the dad, and the girls, they love having their dads there. So a lot of our single dads that, you know, are looking for somewhere to take their girls, it's excellent for them because the girls get pampered, the daddy gets to interact with them. We do like a little head and shampoo massage for dad. I mean, they really love it. That has been one of our most popular packages, is the daddy-daughter.
I can imagine so. I like that. I'm loving that spa package and that daddy-daughter package. I love that. I love that. So what we're going to do right now is take a quick break, and we'll be back in a few moments. Thank you for watching. There you go. All right, so we're back. Thank you for tuning in. And before the break, Latanya here gave us so much information about Teeny Weenie and how it all started. But Latanya, my question to you now is, if there's somebody watching at home and they were wanting to start something like this, maybe in their community or in their neighborhood, what are some things that you can tell them or some advice that you can give them to help them get started?
I would definitely say if you have a passion to do things with children, that you start interviewing children. That has been like some of my greatest
Great advice.
advice has come from children. You know, start talking to them about what they like to do. Start talking to them about what's fun. Start talking to them about what they don't like. Experiment with whatever your idea is. You know, if it's something that has to do with beauty and children, give them something and let's see what they do with it. You know, if it's, you know, dolls, books, anything that you think that they can start showing you what they like and developing with, it's an excellent tool. I mean, it's better than school to educate yourself on studying people. You know, if you want to offer something to children, study them, see what they like, And then that'll start helping you get a background on how you can promote your business, how you can market your business. And the children, I tell the people that work with me, they are the client. Even though the parents are paying, the child is the client.
Right.
How do you connect with that child? Every time a child sits in the chair, how do you make a connection with them? And if they're of talking age, they'll tell you what they like. They'll tell you what they don't like.
Sure.
They'll give you ideas on how to improve what you're currently offering them. So I would definitely say start by interviewing your client or your potential client.
Okay. My next question, what types of, because you said you guys work mainly with natural hair, what types of products do you use?
Okay. So on our back bar, we use a basic salon care that cleanses the hair really well, and then we always do a basic conditioner with every shampoo. When it comes into dealing with pressing hair out, then you get a little more strategic in what you want to use. You start using leave-ins, you start using something that keep moisture in the hair, you use a heat protector on the hair, and we generally go by, the texture of the hair and what works best for the client. Because even though hair is natural, it's not all natural hair. It's not all the same.
Right.
So especially after somebody comes, we do a consultation with them. They come in, they start getting treatment. We get feedback from our moms and our dads on what works good on the hair.
Okay.
And if something needs to be changed, we make the adjustment. If something is working well, we continue to go with that until, an adjustment needs to be made.
Okay. As far as your clientele goes, being on the South Side, do you only cater to African American clients?
Now, a lot of our hairstyling clients are African American. However, we do have somebody that does cut hair. So we get non-ethnic clients in to do hair cutting. We also get all nationalities for our parties and our spa days.
Okay.
There's, I've seen just about every nationality you can think of when it comes to the spa days, the daddy-daughter, the parties, all those types of things. I mean, we've ran things on Groupon. We've ran ads with some of the local marketing people that have just generated and opened doors for us to, all different types of nationalities, all different ages, all different economic backgrounds. Okay. Those type of marketing services, you might not make a lot of money on them, but they definitely introduce you to a whole new set of clientele that you may not have reached had you, been limited to flyers and things within your community.
Right, right. And in dealing with all of the children, what about those kids that have special needs, physical or mental disabilities? Are you all equipped to deal with those types of children?
So we have not had anybody that has maybe a severe physical handicap, but we've had children that have come in that may be autistic and require more patience, and that may not require an area where there's not a lot of people, and we've been able to accommodate those and make the moms comfortable and happy with how we're caring for the child. I usually, whenever somebody calls in to make an appointment, I try to get a good idea on what the need and expectation is while booking the appointment. And that gives us an opportunity to prepare if we do have someone that has a physical disability, that we're prepared, to make them comfortable when they're coming in, to make the physical accommodations to how they're sitting and how they're being styled. So we have the capability to make those necessary movements to make them more comfortable. And like I said, if you're dealing with someone where it's more of a behavior issue, we talk about, I consult with the stylist as well as the parent before they meet to make sure that we're ready, we're prepared, first level of patience on, and that, they're not going to come into an atmosphere that, is not comfortable, or they're not, physically able to endure the service time with.
Right. Well, I have to honestly say that I have been to Teeny Weeny Salon and Kids Salon several times, and the times that I've come in there, I have seen you be patient with children. I have watched that. I have observed that, and so if there's anybody out here watching or listening, if you have some little girls and you want to get their hair done in a really cute style, and you want somebody that's patient enough and gentle enough and caring enough to deal with your girls, Teeny Weeny Kids Salon is the place to go. I've been there. She has had one of her stylists to do my child's hair when she was younger. So it's definitely a great place to go. The atmosphere is perfect. And in dealing with kids, because of your patience, you got to have a child or two of your own. So do you have any children, LaTanya?
I do. Bailey, she's 6 years old, and she loves it. She acts every time she goes in there and we have a party, she wants to be a part of it like she's never seen it before. And I mean, with us turning 5, to her, it's been there her whole life. She's 6, you know, she's been in that atmosphere pretty much her whole life, and she's still excited about it every time. So yeah, she loves it. She gives me feedback as far as, like we were talking about, as far as what kids like and what they don't like. I mean, she's like my, you know, small partner right now, because she's
I like
helping
that.
me with knowing what works and what doesn't work, and what she loves, and you know what's not so fun that I might have thought was a good idea.
So definitely not a silent partner.
Not a silent partner. If you notice, I use that word.
All right. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. welcome back. Thank you so much for continuing to tune in. At this time, we're going to take a few questions from our live studio audience. And our first question is going to come from Miss Pat. Miss Pat, could you please stand for us?
Hi, good afternoon, Ms. LaTanya. My question for you is, I heard you speak of the party packages, but my thing is, what do you do to occupy the children that are waiting to get their hair done? Because, children are busy and they need something to occupy them.
Great question. We don't have usually a large wait time. So we usually have them coming in, if they're going into the braiding chair, we have them ready to go back to the shampoo bowl once they get there. We do have a small area where they can come in and they can pick from a variety of books, doll heads, blocks, different things that they can take with them while they're either being styled in the chair or either while they're waiting. We also show movies. We have a variety of kid movies that we can put on for them to watch while they're waiting as well. They can usually pick through and see what meets their taste, and they usually like being occupied with a movie or a toy while they're waiting.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Miss Pat. Our next question is going to come from Miss Sharon.
Thank you, Ms. LaTanya. So interesting listening to you talk about your business. And the question I have is, if you are someone out in the community who is interested in doing what you've done, starting your own business, what kind of advice would you give them in terms of the journey that you took to get to where you are right now, starting your business, and the commitment that you had to get there?
Okay, great question. Thank you. I'd say, depending on, we had talked about studying whoever your potential client is.
Right.
So definitely that. Also study your market, the area that you want to be in. My first love in business is real estate. So I actually purchased the building thinking the location was excellent for whatever I decided to do. Because it's close to the train station.
Right.
You can get right off the train and see the salon from the train station. Also, what your passion is, whatever your passion is, look towards that area when it comes to your business. And then think about your financial plan, what you want to do financially. Start visiting banks. Find out what they offer as far as low or no interest to get started on there. Find out what resources are free to you. That's like a huge one. If you're starting out business, like I said, the Groupon, the return is not a lot on the Groupon. However, it will get your phone ringing. So you're not just sitting there twiddling your thumbs waiting for somebody to call you or walk through the door. I know that those programs like Groupon will get your phone ringing. So like I said, you're not looking for the big bang for your buck there, but you're looking for that phone to start ringing. Once that phone starts ringing, you're getting questions, or people are calling you, letting you know, do you do this or do you do that? And sometimes if you're not already offering that, it's an idea of what you can start offering because you're getting that request when that phone starts ringing. I'd say take advantage of every free opportunity. There's certain sites that you can go on to promote your business that don't charge you to go on there and do anything. To list your business, networking, any type of networking event that you find out about that you can attend, even if you just have something like flyers or business card, to go there and make an exchange. If you can find a mentor, mentors are one of the best opportunities for you to learn about what you're trying to do and to find out, like you specifically asked, how did you get started doing what you do? And like I said, my real estate is my first love when it comes to business. Everything else just kind of falls underneath there, because once you get a piece of real estate, you can do with that what you want to do. You find out about how the zoning works for what area you're in. If you start a children's salon and you try it and it doesn't work, go to something else, do something else. A lot of times we have more than one passion,
Right.
And if that passion is not producing income, we want to find one that is. One thing I found out about managing and owning a children's salon is that depending on the type of hair, there may be somebody that needs to come consistently. There may be somebody that we only see like once every 6 months. Now, that's not going to pay your bills if you
Right.
got, depending on how many clients you have, if they're coming, once every 6 months. So you want to do a financial, outlook on your business that you want to go into. You definitely want to find out, what the demand is for the market that you want to go into. And then you can always add on or change from there. That's why I wasn't that attracted to that franchise thing, is because it might not be working for you, but you don't have the liberty to make changes because you've got to mirror the franchise model.
Right.
Versus if you start your own business, something's not working, let's find out what does work. And you can make that change without having to consult anybody. As long as you're in line with what the law is and you're in line on what zoning practices are in your area or in your facility, then, the sky is the limit. You just keep making those changes as you need to and making the adjustments as you need to. You're getting feedback from your client. You're getting, your own experience. You're getting your own on-the-job training when you own your own businesses and you're saying, no, well, that didn't go too well. You know what I'm saying? But keeping the client first, once you do that research and find out what works well for them, you may not be able to make every adjustment that the client wants you to make, but you certainly can give your service based on the feedback that you give,
Right.
that you receive, I'm sorry.
Did that answer your question? All right. Our next question is going to come from Mr. Mario.
Miss
LaTanya.
Miss LaTanya, you need to tell me again. You got to go out that bank.
Well, maybe we can take our next question and give Mr. Mario an opportunity to think on that.
How you doing, LaTanya?
Hey, how are you?
All right, I'm new to the area. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and I'm just trying to figure out, how can I, find out where you at so I can, get my daughter there.
Okay. So our address is 3710 East Main Street, College Park, Georgia. The zip is 30337. If you know where the College Park train station is, we're located on the same side of the tracks as the College Park train station, and we're located right next to College Park First United Methodist Church. And if you're coming down Main Street and you know where City Hall is, just look over across the tracks and you'll see our signage, Teeny Weeny Kids Salon.
Okay,
You
thank
can't miss it. All right, Mr. Mario, are you ready with your question?
Miss LaTanya.
Hey, Mario.
Hey, how you doing? I'm a male.
We about the timing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I know the dads do not want to sit around and wait. You are more than welcome if you're comfortable to drop off. We usually give a 15 or 20-minute heads-up call before the service is complete. That way, if you have shopping to do, you have errands, car maintenance, you can get all that stuff done while your child is being serviced, and we'll give them a heads-up call.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right, do we have any other questions from the audience? All right, well, thank you so much, LaTanya, for being here today. I really appreciate you and what you're doing in the community. And like I said earlier, I've been to Teeny Weeny Kids Salon, and the service is impeccable. The care that she gives and the patience that she has with the children, it's second to none. Your child would be so taken care of, and you would feel really comfortable as a parent leaving your child if you needed to go and run some errands. You really, really would. And I'm not just saying that because she's sitting right here. I'm telling you that because I've dropped my child off in the past and ran some errands, and the service is just great. It's just great. So I want to thank you so much for joining us today, and maybe you can come back again once you get those other locations up and running possibly. So thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you, Studio 21 Media. Thank you to Ms. LaTanya of Teeny Weeny, and thank you to our live studio audience. We'll see you guys next Thursday at 5 o'clock on the Q-Tip, because we're keeping you in the know.